this thing needs to be powered up and be ready, telling you on the display that it's ready to be able to connect to it. If you cannot connect to it, it's two reasons. One, you have a bad cable, or two, you didn't wait enough for this baby to come to full ready state. Okay? So not until you see the ready is when you connect the instrument or search for instrument. Okay? Once that instrument is recognized, as you see there, you go to the update firmware. Okay?
Update firmware.
And it recognizes the serial number and the firmware version. Obviously, you're way behind. You're at 3.3, where this one is 3.8, right? Somewhere around there, 138. And then you start looking for it. You browse for that, okay? So you're gonna go to the downloads, which is what you have there. And there's your 308, yeah. There's your firmware. Now, the firmware itself comes in a zip package. You do not need to unzip that. The instrument will unzip that firmware. Okay.
Oh, okay, because I did unzip it, but okay.
No, that's all right. So you go ahead and you select that, right? And it's telling you right there what is it that you're doing, and then you say open. Okay, and there you go. Now, the process itself is going to ask you, do you want to install? The answer to that is yes. And once you do this, okay, come on, install. Come on. Yes. There we go.
What's wrong with that stylus?
I don't know. What is wrong with your stylus? These guys from Doble don't know what they're doing. Okay, so now click on install firmware, okay, or press F2 to update the firmware. There's your installed firmware, and if you have the keyboard, you press F2 and the same thing happens. Okay, so now again, it's going to take about an hour, between 50 and an hour and 5, hour and 10. Okay, depending on how far back you are. You're way back, so it's going to take more like an hour and plus. Okay. All right. So install firmware. Warning: do not interrupt the update. Very important to follow this. Do not interrupt the update, and it's telling you why the instrument could be rendered inoperable, so on and so forth. You say yes at this point. Do you wish to continue? Yes. And there's the update. Okay. I hope it doesn't take that long. So we'll see.
You said an hour.